So I have received a job offer yesterday, which I'm very excited about, but I'm also very um I don't know if I don't know if afraid is the right term, but I'm sure that it's gonna change my life so much. Like my daily routines and my um just my lifestyle, I guess. It's gonna put me in like a complete different circle of people, and it's going to um show me a different version of me, I feel like. Or it's gonna require a different version of me, which I'm very excited about. I feel ready. There's also something scary about all this change. Sorry. But I was like, I know that what I fear is not change, is not to, let go of things or welcome new things, but it's rather to feel stuck. And I'd rather try 10 things and nothing of them working out than feeling stuck into one thing that, like, without having tried, the other nine. And I wanna, sorry, I want to record these videos and I don't know, document this. It feels kind of weird, but because I can feel that something so big is happening, and like maybe I make it, too much a big deal or being too dramatic, but this past year has been so transformative that I'm just so curious to see where I will be next and what I will be doing next, what kind of person I will be, and so it only feels right to, I don't know, have these check-ins where I'm like, I track the progress in a way, or I acknowledge the progress and the process, I guess. And I know that to welcome this new phase of my life, there is a lot that needs to be left behind, and most of it is just, like my personal beliefs and thoughts and uh, ideas about what I should do or who I should be. And I'm okay with leaving those behind because I feel like they're not really serving me anymore. And and I'm not afraid of like feeling the pain. I'm not afraid of the change. I'm not afraid of the unknown. I'm not afraid of uncertainty in a way. And that doesn't mean it's not uncomfortable, but I feel like but I do feel like I'm afraid of doing the wrong thing, even though I know that there is not really a wrong thing. It's like, I know that if this job happened now, and if things in my life are happening the way they're happening right now, that's because that's what it's meant to happen. And I really want to trust in this. And honestly, like, a lot of times I feel like I've been trying to do this YouTube thing for a couple of months now, and I share some things and I don't, and then I feel awkward about it, and then I feel like, okay, like who's actually gonna watch it? Like, does this help me? Is this gonna help anyone? But I feel called to do this. I feel like I'm I'm meant to, press record and just like share what comes up, which most of the time is probably like very confused and it's just a bit of rambling. Um, but it makes me proud to know that I can still do it, even though I'm not sure what this means, even though it's uncomfortable, even though I have thoughts and limiting beliefs around this. I can still share this and feel okay with it. And I feel very fortunate that I can do that. And very fortunate that I can detach from those thoughts, those, blockages that I would have and move forward anyways. And I've been so afraid of other people's judgment. It's like if someone I know sees this video, I'm like, I know there's part of me that thinks, what are they gonna think? Or maybe that's not the person they think I am, or I've become someone different. And I know there's part of me that's afraid of that, but I want to lean more in the part of me that it's proud of myself for doing this. And, even though I don't know what this means, even though I don't know where it'll take me, I don't know what's the, not what's the value of it, because for me it has a lot of value, but like I'm really trying to detach from the outcome of this and of everything else that I've been doing and or that I will do, and it's good to have a direction, I think. But I've been obsessing too much over doing things and expecting something specific out of them. And that doesn't really help, because it's very limiting. It closes a lot of doors that I probably didn't even know, or I wouldn't know, there's other doors because I just fixate on a specific one. But I want to open up to, the endless possibilities that are actually there. So yeah, and doing this and recording this, because right now, fuck it, like I'm at home and I felt like I wanted to do it, and I'm just gonna do it, and this goes for this, but goes for many other things. If I know that there's a part of me that feels judged for, the job that I'm starting. It's as a baker, which I'm honestly so excited about, and I've been dreaming of it for like, I don't know, the past year, and baking makes me so happy and it's amazing. But I know that there's probably some people that think, oh wow, but like you have a master's degree, you studied like years in university, and now you're just, letting go of that. And well, yeah, and I don't know if I'm gonna be a baker for the rest of my life. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, like I don't know where it's gonna take me, but I know that for now it feels right. And I think I just want to show up as the version of myself that I want to be, and not the version of myself that I was, or that I even am right now. Um, and I've been, how do you say? I've been like enjoying, I guess, being delusional about what are the things that I can achieve, and what are the things that I can create, and and I know it's endless. There's endless possibilities of what I can do with my life and what I can become. It's just a matter of deciding on something and embodying it, or trusting the process, and uh, again, like, doing it for the journey, and just like try something just because it feels right, and not because it needs to be this huge thing that I make up in my mind. And I think I also want to share this here because I personally have such a conflicting relationship with social media, as I probably think a lot of us do. But it's on a certain, like, on one spectrum, I find it as a very inspiring place to be, and a place where a lot of creative people share their journeys and their yeah, their creativity, their uh I don't know why I'm saying products, but it's not products that I want to say, but it's like their lives, their experiences, like whatever it is. Um, but on the other hand, I think that it's so um, so limiting, because comparison is inevitable, and I've deleted my account so many times because, and for so long also, because I just felt like every time I would step on a social media platform, I would just endlessly compare myself to others, which I thought had it all figured out. And I know that deep down, I know we all know that on social media we only see one part of everything. Um, but I feel like, I don't know if I'm the only one who gets with feelings, but also like when people try to show the imperfections on social media, it still looks perfect because it's like a type of people, or like like it's not messy. Like I'm trying to enjoy this because it's messy. Like this whole part of my life, I feel like it's really not glamorous, not stylish, not aesthetically pleasing, and like I right now, I don't like the way I look, like I don't like, I don't know, I feel like I haven't put effort in, the way I look in this video, and I think, okay, maybe I should, or it's like I don't, but that's okay, it's like I'm just a regular person doing something because I want to do it, and I don't have I don't want to have to make it a big deal that I'm recording a YouTube video. It's like, okay, no, I feel like sharing this right now, I will. And when I press record, I had no clue what I was gonna say, to be honest. And I don't even know. I honestly feel like how do you say, I've blacked out and I've forgot what I said most of this video. But anyways, I don't know. It just feels liberating, and I think that I'm happy to share this and to navigate this uncertainty as it comes, and it often comes in waves. This is what I've been noticing. Like, there are days where I feel so lost and confused, and things are not really seem to not be really working. And then there are days where everything feels super clear, or not super clear, but at least clear enough. And it's like, okay, like, let's take it, and I think I'm very curious to like look back at these videos and be like, oh my god, like, what day is today, like August 6th, she was feeling this way, and then maybe in a week I'll be in a completely different state of mind, and I think that's so um that's so needed for me, to have this freedom of to feel this freedom of change, and be different, and not create this identity that I have to stick to. I feel like now it's really going off track, but anyways, so I got a new job I'm gonna start in September. I am very excited and scared, and I feel like this is the last month of my life as I've known it so far. This sounds very dramatic, but you know, it's a big thing for me, and I want to honor it, acknowledge it, and yeah, just very curious to see where it will take me. Okay.